Hi, I'm Gemma.
I'm Brett.
And we are standing in front of the ruins of St. Peter's Church in Bristol.
It was bombed during World War II, during the Blitz, and now it stands as a memorial to that time.
We're here to discover
how great
is
Britain!
Hi! Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to be here. We're wearing colour today.
Yeah, a little dark, but still more color than last week.
Yes, definitely more colour than last week.
Yeah.
Probably was it metaphorically and in reality.
Yeah, it was. We got a lot of comments though, with sort of an outpouring of support and messages of hope, which was really nice.
Reassurance.
Yeah.
Well, we're thankful you're here. Please like, subscribe, and this is brand new. Share.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Make sure you get your cup of tea with you.
Yeah, or a nice hot beverage. It's getting rather cold here, and we are thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah,
That's a question we get asked a lot, isn't it?
What's that? The weather?
The weather, because we moved from Florida, like, oh, the weather, and we're like, we love it. We're like skipping through the rain.
Yeah, I suppose it's just, I guess the default is that you must like sun. And so to come from a place that's like the Sunshine State,
yeah,
I think the assumption is like, well, you must have loved it. But the truth is like, I mean, if you saw my beach rant, then you know that I couldn't stand it.
Living in Florida comes with some extra care and attention as well. You've got to be careful. You've got to have those skin checks. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge advocate for those. And you kind of conceal yourself away from the sun when you live in it all the time. Now, let me tell you, I used to say to Brett's all the time when we're driving around, oh, it's so pretty. Like it is a very brightening day because it is so bright.
Yeah.
Or brightening place, I should say. But we're ready for a change.
Yeah,
we're embracing that change.
You wouldn't say it to people from other climates. I don't think. I can't think of another weather phenomena that happens a lot that you would be like.
What, like to an Eskimo, if they move to Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, you must miss the weather.
Yeah, I certainly would never say it to like a Brit going the other way. Oh, you must miss all that.
Yeah,
rain.
I go extreme Eskimo.
Yeah. You must miss all that rain. It's like, no, of course I didn't. But yeah, I don't know. But anyway.
We were warned about the grey weather. I think we've talked about the sad lamps before.
Mm-hmm.
Quinny is taking her vitamin D, but apparently I may have to start giving it to Pips too. Maybe we all need to have our vitamin D. But we're loving it, just so you know. We love it.
You crack on. You just
crack on.
Put your coat on, or you put your wellies on.
Guess who got some wellies today?
Which I just bought my first pair today. So, We
were very excited about buying these wellies, and the lady came out for a little quick break that had helped Brett's. And we're like, go on. I said, go on, Brett, put them on. He was showing them to me. I said, go on, put them on. So I was about to get in the car, give me a little run through of him and his new wellies. The lady came out.
She came out for
She was cheering you on.
She was, but then she was also I had literally just bought them from her, from the store that she was working at. And Gemma is, like a proud mom going it's his first pair. And she goes, how old are you?
You know me, you've heard me chat on this whole time, but I'm like, he's 43. Well, he moved from Florida, but he did grow up in Colorado. I'm giving this whole backstory for why he's only got...
But then you went, oh, well, I have hunter boots. And she goes, oh, well, I mean, these are, and then she started comparing the ones that I bought to how nice hunter ones are. Of course.
But she did say, I think you're tinging it a little bit. She was very supportive. She was just British about it.
She was super British.
Yeah, there you go. She didn't have that, me chatting on, being ridiculous about making you try wellies on in the parking lot. She was a bit more normal.
That false enthusiasm of Americans where you just go, oh, wow, and then go talk about it afterwards.
Hey, that might exist here too. But I am genuinely excited about Brett having his first pair of Wellingtons.
So excited. So obviously things are on the upswing.
Yeah, we've got wellies.
We've got Wellingtons.
How can you be sad in wellies? You can't have sad wellies.
No.
No.
You're going to go jump through puddles and splash and kick and go down on the beach.
That's what the lady said. You've got to have wellies because...
Go hunt foxes or whatever you English people do. Fox hunting.
No, I wear the hunter boots because they're hunter... I love my hunter boots. They're rather posh. They were a gift. I've cherished them. I love them. Oh, you know, and after meeting Queen Camilla, it's only right that I wear hunter boots now.
Oh dear, go see our other video if you're wondering what that's all about.
Can I just say, I've been fighting a cough this is the longest cough I've had in so long. It was like, welcome back to England, here's a cough.
Yeah. Anyway, so we should probably get into our catch up. Especially after last week's episode. You know, if you didn't see it, or if you need a reminder,
lucky you. Don't experience it. If we had a choice, we wouldn't want to feel that way.
Yeah. Basically, our first week arriving in Bristol was
toughy.
It was tough.
It was
tough, to say the least. It was tough.
Tough.
By the end of the week, it was sort of like we had a choice to make, and that was like, are we going to just embrace where we're at and try and like do what we can, or are we going to continue to sort of like wallow in, you know, how difficult it is? And basically, it was like we
don't like to wallow, do we, babe?
No, not for too long.
I like to ask the same question over and over again.
we weren't down on ourselves so much that it was like we knew that we needed to get out. And so I think actually what we ended up doing first before we returned the car was we went and saw this place called Blaise Castle.
Whoa.
Which was just such a cool place, but also something I think that we definitely needed to do.
Pre-wellies, this guy, flip-flops. Your footwear was not prepared. This was pre-wellies.
Well, because you go and it's not like they say, come and visit Blaise Castle, which you should if you're ever in the Bristol area.
First of all, the grounds. You just park up. There's a play area. There's several play areas. There's this huge. It's so picturesque. There's this huge field, and this like it almost looks fake. This perfect tree.
Right.
Oh my gosh! I think we've got a picture. I'll share it. Wow.
But that's what I was going to say. You don't pull up and the castle's there.
No.
You got to go find it.
Oh yeah, it's an adventure.
You got to go find it.
We went the wrong way.
Yeah, we went in the exact wrong way, and so we found this like little mill with a stream running by it, deep in the trees. And luckily, there was like another couple coming down. We were like, "Do you know where this castle is?" And they kind of pointed in the direction that we had just come.
And then there was a wooden pillar with a little castle picture on it. Do you remember?
Yeah, there were little markers that if you knew what to look for.
Yeah.
But then it was like straight up. Anyway, long story short, we were climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. And I think eventually you were just like, you felt like we had climbed enough. And so you just kind of took.
Enough of this hill.
Yeah, you just took
I've had enough of this hill. We're going to find the castle.
There was like an off-ramp at one point.
Existence.
And so you just sort of took it and it opened up into this clearing and there it is.
This beautiful clearing.
Yeah.
You know, Pippa was rather upset because it was closed. You can actually go inside it. It was amazing.
Yeah. And not as old as you would think. It's got the whole history and stuff. You can read all about it.
A few hundred years, right?
Yeah, but I think it was built.
Excuse me, Mr. American, that's not old enough. A few hundred years.
Not compared to some of the castles that are actually around here.
You've been here 2 months.
I mean, I have wellies now. I'm a bit of an expert.
Yeah.
But no,
it was amazing.
And the view.
Oh my gosh!
It was just so it felt we were just like, oh wow, you know, Bristol's pretty cool.
Bristol is so cool.
Yeah.
And I felt like we just embraced our given circumstances.
Yeah.
We're in a city. What have we got a car for?
Right, exactly.
Because after that, we got rid of it.
We made the choice to be like, look, you know, if we need a car, we'll find a car. But otherwise, it's like we're going to be relying on our feet and we're going to be relying on the bus system.
It's totally smart because you do not need a car in Bristol.
Right.
Which is like, you do not need a car. As two people that have lived in a very car-reliant place for many years, it was very refreshing.
Yeah.
It was lovely to just get out and walk.
Yeah, well, and we were just like, we're just going to walk to whatever is within walking distance. And we did it. And we did it. And we found that actually there was quite a bit.
Everything, really. And on iPhone, on the maps, you can request things. Like if you're going to walk, you can say, avoid stairs. Stairs and strollers, not great. So we did avoid stairs. It would help us.
Yeah.
It was really, Blaise Castle, brilliant. Go see it.
Blaise Castle was great. And then, but so I think I said last week, like the road that our hotel was on was sort of like desolate and just nondescript. But once you sort of like got away from that and turned any of the corners, there was just so much. There was just so much life. There was this beautiful church across from us, and you could hear the bells
I love that
every
sound.
evening. Just like, so then we were discovering like what's available to us and what's, what's sort of around. And I think the first thing that we were sort of struck by was the amount of like free stuff that we could do, the museums and just like very family friendly things that were just available to us.
It really occupied our time. Pippa absolutely loved it.
Mm.
She's 3. She turned 3, she's 3.5. And this girl, are we going to the museum today? Can we go to the museum? Are we going to the museum? She went one time. She wanted to go every day.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
Yeah.
And what a great place to be to do that.
Yeah.
M Shed was one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is the main one, but I always mess up the name.
I think it was the Bristol Museum and Art Gallery.
Wow.
Was the other one.
Loved it. She absolutely loved it, didn't she?
Just really, really interesting, really just accommodating.
We also discovered everywhere has a cafe.
And
we still don't expect that.
No,
we love it.
We had to keep reminding ourselves, especially early on, that we don't need to stop for coffee before we go somewhere, because that somewhere probably has coffee in it.
Yeah. Places here seem to be like, stay a while, sit down, relax.
Even the library, like we would go to the library.
The library had a cafe. The Bristol Library. I went to a couple of the children's classes there. Just brilliant. Don't know the songs. We're learning them.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. And it's just surprising the things that come back that I remember growing up. Like we mentioned hamster before. Asda. Cha-ching. That was, remember me telling you?
Oh, from the commercial.
From the advert.
Yeah. That was, again, it's just like so many family friendly things that were just so accommodating, But even then, like walking around and like running into stuff, like at one point we needed to go to the store, and so we walked to Aldi, and we just happened upon like this street market.
And so it was like a craft. We would call it like a craft fair in the US, and it was just, and we found out about that nature reserve, which I think we're going to join.
Yeah,
like a nature membership.
Yeah. But I think the reason why, when we were first doing our research into like where we sort of wanted to, what area of the country we wanted to live, Bristol just kept popping up on our radar. Mm-hmm. And the more research we did, the more it seemed like it was just very, very artistic kind of place. Very, sort of like it's the home of Banksy. That was something that we saw. We saw like original Banksys just on the wall. That was sort of the initial draw without having been there. And then
colourful too, the buildings, it's so vibrant.
Yeah.
And I'd heard about the hot air balloon festival, which I love a hot air balloon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it was just, so when we actually got there, it was sort of confirmed for us that it was just like there just seemed to be little pockets of life like everywhere that we went.
And the people, so friendly.
Yeah.
It was really lovely.
Yeah. And so we just walked.
We walked.
And we would just find places. We would, we found Victoria Park, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge park.
In the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's the middle, but it seems pretty middle. And wow.
Yeah.
More
hills.
Another cafe is like a truck, and we were like, yes. So we're like, woohoo! Yes, coffee. We ran up. We're so excited. Yay! We're so happy to see you there. Whoa! We're so sorry. We've switched off our machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember?
It was a bit of a heartbreak.
If you want a coffee at the park, go a bit earlier than 3:30
before everybody else drinks theirs at a normal time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who should be drinking coffee?
Yeah.
At 3:30.
We went to the M Shed a few times. They have one of the cool things that they have there is they have it's a lot of the history of Bristol, and sort of like highlighting the different eras, the different people. They've got a lot of different quotes from residents. They've got a lot of pieces from residents that have been donated, and then they have in front they had like a working
that was brilliant.
Exhibit, which was this steam train that you could buy a ticket for and actually take like
amazing
down the wharf and sort of like by the river, and it takes you down to I think where the ship is, the SS Great Britain. Mm-hmm. And so it was just like everywhere,
so many cool things.
Everywhere you look, there was just so many cool things to do, and that was just on foot.
Yeah.
The Bristol Old Vic, which we talked about before, but that was,
we stopped there and had a coffee.
Yeah.
And Pippa had a baby chino. We went to the art gallery as well. Remember the art gallery? I remember that I want to say it's like Alfieri or something, but I'll have to double check the name.
Right.
Is that how you say it?
I don't remember, but but yes, I was.
Oh, look, that was also lovely.
There was, yeah, just like little.
With the girls, everything's an adventure, and you enjoy things on a different level because you're seeing it through their eyes. So
Right.
everywhere becomes an opportunity to play.
But these places, they had the opportunity to play, even in this
They
art
provide
gallery.
it, yeah.
It was like there was like this room that had a
Oh,
corner with toys and with beanbags and.
But even when we went to the exhibit, and the attendant there was like, "Oh, would you like to see how they developed this? What's it? Installation." And Pip's like, "Yeah." And so there was, obviously you can't touch the artwork. So what they did was it was like the artist made a little bit extra so that children could understand and touch and feel and experience, what the artist was feeling and, creating. I just thought it was so smart. Yeah, it was really, Bristol, it was really cool.
It's a weird thing when you experience something like that and you kind of realize, whether intentionally or not, that it's some places can make you feel bad for having families, or you know what I mean, or in a way where it's just like it's just not it's not built for that. It's sort of like, but like everywhere we went just felt like it was
Children
like,
were welcome.
it's okay to have kids.
And I'd actually run into mums that were on maternity leave, and they would say how thankful they were having their maternity leave in the city because there was just so much to do.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, how cool, because there is.
Even outside of doing stuff with the girls, there was obviously stuff to do when they went to bed. And one of the things that I did was I went to the Bristol Improv Theatre, which was at the top of a hill. Everything just seemed to be at the top of a hill in Bristol. Just such a good night out and meeting people and just seeing a unique show. Bristol Improv Theatre is the first dedicated improv theater in England. Which means that it's they're not carving out space in a pub or above a bar or renting a place, but it's the theater. That's what it's for. And so it was just kind of a cool, unique little experience as well.
You cannot keep this improviser away from improv for very long.
No,
absolutely not.
Like
no
a moth
way.
Drawn to the flame.
Oh yes.
I needed to go, and I've been back a few times since. But
and as his wife, I know that. So I'm like, are you going to go check out the improv?
Yeah.
You come back refreshed.
Yeah.
Rejuvenated.
Yeah. It's just it's yes and can't get enough of it.
You can't. I caught up on my housewives.
Also important when the internet was working.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, actually, I burnt through my data. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oopsie. In the middle of all this,
yeah,
we still had real life to do. We still had to find a place to live, filling out applications, making sure money was transferred appropriately, abiding by all the rules, finding a car, which was just, we thought we were going to get another car because we were kind of told we were going to get another car.
Yeah, we found a car that was like magically close to our hotel.
Like a mile.
Yeah. Within walking distance, just like everything else. It
Love
just
to walk.
Yeah, it felt too good to be true. And it turns out that it was, because it just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And I kept calling to see where this car was, and I kept being told that it was, it was on its way, and it's just going to be a few more days, and and so eventually
we gave up.
We just gave up on it. It wasn't meant to be, but it was definitely a focus of those 2 weeks.
And you're looking for insurance, and then house insurance. We're renting, so it's contents insurance, and we're learning, and I'm trying to get ahead of the game. Like, if you pick this insurance and you do eventually get car insurance and you get a discount, so it's just like mental math, constant mental math.
I think in true Brett and Gemma fashion, we saw 2 places and just kind of left it at that.
Yeah, if we want something, we're pretty like, well, this is what we want.
Yeah.
So we're going to go for this.
Yeah.
Let's cross everything and hope for the best. Let's make the deal as sweet as we can for the people that we're wanting to rent their home from, and go for it. So that's what we did, and fortunately it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
One place I do want to mention, Freedog. None of these are ads, by the way. This is just our experience. I think you should know about it.
Yeah.
Freedog is like a trampoline place, but they also have a soft play for both children and babies.
Yeah. And a cafe.
And a cafe, which we did partake in.
Yeah.
Also brilliant.
Yeah. No, they were great. And I think that's sort of the thing too that we discovered, again, how much stuff there is for families, like soft play areas. They're just They're everywhere.
Soft play. We didn't use that phrase before we arrived here.
No.
We're just fitting in, everybody.
Yeah. But we've found it now everywhere that we've been. People can just climb and
they can play softly.
Yeah, exactly. We can just turn away and
No, we are up and down on those slides with them. We went to a soft play today.
I banged my head.
We are into the soft play.
It's very small space for adults, but we're in it.
The girls love it.
Yeah. There were some places obviously that we couldn't walk to, that we ended up taking the bus to, which was really
like
cool
Aldi
as well.
We walked one time to Aldi and we're like, okay, let's go to the bus.
Never again. Yeah, we did Aldi.
We love an Aldi.
The Clifton Suspension Bridge.
Oh, wow.
Is just iconic.
And there was one day we had the car back, and this was after we'd left, we'd gone back, and I ended up driving accidentally. I was looking for somewhere to go with the girls whilst Brett was in an interview, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up driving across the Clifton Suspension Bridge. What an experience.
Yeah.
So you'll see us walk across it and also drive across it.
Yeah. But yeah.
Also found a cafe.
We found a cafe at the observatory. We didn't go up into the observatory.
Got to go back.
So we got to go back for that. But yeah, it's just walking across it, and then you get to the other side, and there's a museum about the bridge.
And the really cool thing is you could go underneath where the bridge is.
Yeah, it's like a hard hat tour where you can actually go down below into like the belly of the bridge and stuff. And it's just like there's just
got to go back.
I don't know. There's just so many cool things that we actually didn't have time to do.
They don't break the bank. They don't. They just want you to enjoy it. I think because we lived in Central Florida and it is tourist town and they do it wonderfully well, I think we were so used to spending so much money to do anything that to come here that's just about wanting you to be able to enjoy it, whether you're from here or not, it's really refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now there were some places that obviously, that we wanted to do that, did. I think there was
the museum. We the Curious.
We
are going back.
There was a really interesting looking science museum that was kind of close to our hotel.
Yeah, I'm curious about We the Curious.
It's right there in the name. With the upside down pink house. That was,
I know, babe.
That was Pippa's, I think, favorite part was trying to figure out why that house was upside down.
We walked past it so many times.
Yeah.
Can we say about the restaurant we went to?
Yeah.
That restaurant, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say it. So I'm going to say it how I think you're supposed to say it. Zaza Bar?
I think it was Bazaar. I think it was Zaza Bazaar.
Zaza Bazaar?
Yeah.
Wow. You go in, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, but there's all these different stations from all these different countries.
Yeah, all over the world.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. The girls loved it. We loved it. We will be back.
Yeah.
And you get a deal at lunchtime too, which is better suits us with our little ones. And yeah, it was just so worth it. It was so good.
Yeah.
Everything was delicious.
I think just amongst the sort of like the frazzling experience of still trying to like find a place to live and find a car and, figure out insurance and storage and, and like, what are we going to, in trying to sort of like offset that by finding something to do every day. It was just like we just kept discovering more. We went to that farm one day.
There's a farm
in the middle of the city. There was like farm.
It was so cool.
And we saw all these animals, and it was just and they had a cafe. It was just
gotta love a cafe.
Yeah, that was one of the times that we had gone to a cafe before,
and we learned our lesson.
And then we discovered like, we could have just gone here. Cabot Circus.
Also, we just were like walking around, and then we overheard somebody say, and I was like, "Oh, this is the place."
Yeah, we were right
really
there.
Cool. And
after that first week and dealing with everything that we dealt with, it was just like we just needed to go out and have a good time and find things that we had never experienced before. And I think we found it in Bristol.
Book up Buttercup. We were like, let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And it ended up working out. And there was this couple that I would see every evening when I would take the dogs out.
That was literally in my mind when you were going to say.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing because I had to take the dogs out every single evening. And there was a parking lot in the back of the hotel, and there were buildings on all four sides of it. And I think two of them were like flats. And so there was this window on one of the buildings that was always open. And the first night there was like a man sitting in the window with his foot up smoking a cigarette, and a woman sitting lower than him, like reading or on a computer or something. It was just such an interesting tableau that, like,
You would update me every day.
well, because I noted it on the first day, and then on the second day, the second night I went out, exact same thing was happening, to the point that I was like, are these mannequins? Like, it was the exact same thing.
Maybe they noticed you noticing.
I don't know, because I feel like I would get pretty close sometimes and nothing would change, but they definitely weren't mannequins, but it was just their routine. I was just sort of privy to this routine for 2 weeks, where every evening he would smoke and she would, like, be with him, and they would just be sitting at the window, and it was just like, I don't know, it was very strangely comforting to go out and know that, like, that this life was happening, in this little small section of this building. As the weeks sort of ended and we were leaving, I did sort of think, like, oh, I'm gonna miss those two, and I have no idea who they were.
Aww.
Yeah, I hope they're okay. So, I guess the question then is, how great is Bristol?
Pretty great.
Yeah, it was. I think it was.
You left me hanging there.
Hmm?
You left me hanging.
Pretty great.
Pretty great.
It was cool.
Name that show.
It was cool. We've been back a few times.
Mm-hmm.
We've been back since. And,
out of need and out of fun.
Yeah. We've since visited the Costco a few times to get our.
It was quite refreshing to go to a car park that I can peacefully, calmly park in.
American style.
Oh my gosh!
Parking spaces.
These spots.
Yeah.
What are going on with these spots? The cars have gotten bigger, but the spots seem to have either stayed the same or gotten smaller. It's like a challenge. Maybe the people that paint the lines are like,
yeah.
Challenge. Here you go. Because I do not like these spots.
When we were in Florida, though, obviously there's a big sort of British tourist sort of faction that visits and stuff. And the one thing that you always notice, especially working in the theme parks,
what you're gonna say.
is that British people back into spots.
They reverse.
They reverse into spots nonstop. And it was always sort of one of those things where it was just like, I wonder why they do that.
Oh, now we know.
Now we know why.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you...
First of all, you have a reverse camera, which makes parking those spots easier.
Right.
But then you can get out easier.
You can get out easier.
I knew that's what you're going to say.
If you pull in forward, the size of these lots, if you try to back out of it, you're going to be there forever.
I can't. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, in America, we had a car with sliding doors because I just didn't want to hit the car next. What the heck? We don't have sliding doors and the spots are smaller.
We're figuring it out. Ultimately, I know it didn't sound like it last week, but, we don't blame Bristol for the circumstances.
No.
It was just sort of
Bristol was the solution.
Yeah, it was one of those things that you just have to go through, I think, when you make a big sort of change in your life like that. But grounding ourselves and finding those cool little pockets of things and just experiencing Bristol, it was,
we loved it.
Thank you, Bristol.
Thank you. Here's to you.
You're a pretty cool place. And we're slowly catching up to ourselves here. So
next week, you'll find out where we decided to live.
Yeah, where's the house?
Where are we? Where are we?
If you have any guesses, leave them below.
Comment below.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.